all of my team members are all doing that, I personally want to go for 5,000 because you want to be the strongest consultant on your team. I don't want to ask my team to do something that I'm not willing to do, and I want to go above and beyond because, like Rita says, the fish dies at the head first, but comes alive at the head first as well. So I always want to be leading my team and showing them we can do it by leading by example. The fifth thing that you have to do is be the strongest consultant. The sixth thing is get off email. That was the other thing we heard at NTC last year is you cannot rely on email. I heard a fact, something like 1% of emails are read. You need to pick up the phone. It's a belly-belly to business, and you need to pick up that phone and ask verbally so that not only does the person you're talking to feel like you care about them, but then they also know that you care about your business and you care enough about your success to give them personal individual attention. So when you put down your keyboard and pick up your phone, it will change your business, and it makes it more fun because then you're not having a relationship with a computer, you're having a relationship with your friends and people that you meet. The seventh thing that I did as a leader, and this is when you develop a team, I created an online calendar. I made it visible just through yahoo.com is where with my email address, and I made my time that I had available visible to my team. And I said, if you can book a time, I will go. And so if I couldn't fill a time slot, somebody else did, and we divided and conquered. If someone had somebody that wanted to meet on Friday night and they couldn't make it, but I could, I would go and I would do that appointment. And that really helped with a lot of things, not just creating excitement, but I was able to help my team members meet their goals and promote, which in turn, of course, helped me meet my goals and promote as well. But again, I did not rely on my team to book my schedule. I booked my schedule first, and if I couldn't book something, let's say it's a Friday night, then I told everyone, I have Friday night available. I'm working Arbonne that night. I can't find somebody personally to fill that night. If you have someone you want me to meet with, I'll go. And so that's what I did. Keep your team updated on your progress. When you're in qualifications, it is a team effort. You need to keep them updated and let everybody know how close you're getting. If it comes down to the wire and you're $1,000 short, then you, again, divide up 10 people by $1,000, it's $100. Everybody go out and find $100. That doesn't seem as daunting when you're able to divide it up and work together as a team because you can get to a district by yourself by creating a network of consumers and getting to areas about starting your team, but getting to region takes a team, and I'm so grateful for the team I have. I could not and would not have been able to do that without them. Ninth is you have to expect results. So often we psych ourselves out and we get so nervous about going and doing a party or going and doing a one-on-one. And when you change the way that you think, what you think about, you bring about. Like Rita says, I quote Rita a lot if you can't tell. What you think about, you bring about. And I would go into an appointment expecting that person to want their products and to want to sign up. And I'd go into a party expecting a certain amount of sales and expecting to find a business builder. And you get what you expect. If you think, I don't want to do this, it's not going to be very good, well, then you're right. It's not going to be very good. People will feel your energy. If you go in pumped up and excited about what you have to offer, they're going to be excited, and your results are going to be so much better. So expect what you want and ask the questions. You can't just talk about Arbonne, how wonderful it is and everything. You have to ask people to be a part of it. And then the 10th thing really ultimately is celebrating. Celebrate the little successes. Celebrate when you hit milestones. If I would have gone for $40,000 that month, or we would for $40,000 that month, if I would have hit 20 to 30, I would have been happy. I'm really grateful that we hit the 41,000 because we set our goals higher. We actually set our goals for 45,000, thinking if we fall a little bit short of our ultimate goal, we'll still hit our 40. But I would have been happy with 20 or 30 or even 10. But the fact that we went and we celebrated even more because pulling together as a team, we made it happen. So no matter what your month ends up like, you have to be grateful because you're further than you were last month. And I just have to say, again, thank you, Rita, so much for asking that question. I felt like you were speaking directly to my heart and saying, how dare you not share this opportunity with people and these products? And this year, get your ask in gear, ASK. Get your ask in gear. You have to ask and ask questions, like I said, when you're talking to someone. Don't walk up to a stranger and say, let me tell you all about this great opportunity. Ask them questions. Care about them, and you will find how Arbonne fits for them, and then ask them to be a part of it, and ask them to try the products, and ask them to place an order, and ask them to join your team. And again, thank you so much to my team, and thank you, Rita. I can't believe the difference in 1 year's time. I'm just amazed that a year ago I was crying myself to sleep. And now, a year later, my husband, for Valentine's Day, I got to let him quit his dead-end job because I had already replaced his income that he had been able to give back to us because I'm growing my region. And so now he's able to chase his dreams. And so many lives in my team. I have got so many thank you letters for people that are so grateful that they've had the chance to take part of this opportunity. And I'm incredibly grateful, and I thank you. And I can't believe how much a year has changed my life. And I hope that the tips that I've shared today, sitting down and planning out what you want to do and just going for it, helps somebody, and you too can, a year from now, find your life completely blessed like mine is.
You've raised the bar of expectation for everyone, Rebecca, that's listening today. It's powerful. Your message, I guess the example that you set by your activity, and the one thing that is very clear to me is that you left NTC believing that you could do this business more than you ever had before. And the fact that you had a need that created itself from your husband's situation, again, with every adversity, there's a gift, and that was the gift in this adversity that all of a sudden you became a superstar in our business. And it was no accident. Casey Simmons had alerted me where you were sitting in the auditorium. I did not know you had laryngitis, though. She forgot to tell me you couldn't speak as clearly. And then when I brought you down to speak in front of all those people in that stadium, and I'm thinking, our convention center, oh, my goodness, bless her heart, I hope they can hear how powerful your message is, and I hope that all of you listen today over and over, at least 7 times, to the example of a person that set her sights on a better life, and look where she is today. But, Rebecca, I have to ask you, how are you going to sustain this passion? Because I'm going to tell all of you listening right now, it's easier to get to region than it is to stay there. It's easier to get to nation than it is to stay there. How are you going to sustain this incredible passion and determination and persistence and perseverance? How are you going to sustain that?
I'm glad you asked that because I forgot to mention one thing. When I made Region, I was at a team conference that Executive National Vice President Holly Warnall had put on for us, and they asked me to speak, and I was behind the stage, and I was so nervous, and I was shaking, and I couldn't believe. I'm afraid to talk in front of people.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
Yeah, but she grabbed me by the shoulders, and she looked into my eyes, and she said to me, Rebecca, if you're nervous, you're thinking about yourself. You're not looking at what you're doing for them. You need to focus on them. And that was the one piece of advice I probably needed more than anything, because I take that. That's how I was able to stand up in front of all 8,500 people and not collapse. Granted, you were holding me, so that helped. But I take that piece of advice into every one-on-one, into every group presentation. It's not about me. It's about them. And I guess I'm blessed with a personality that I really, truly want to help people in life. I knew from a young kid that that's what I wanted to do, was help people. I thought it was in the medical field, and I'm so glad that it's in the Arbonne field, because that's what's going to keep me going, Rita, is just knowing that it doesn't matter what I need. I'm focusing 100% on what my team needs and what all of the people that I meet and God brings into my life on a daily basis. What do they need? And that's what it's about.
You know, you're the daughter I didn't have, but I probably would have messed you up, so you wouldn't be so perfect. But God brought you into all of our life for a reason, and this to set this example, and I'm just so grateful. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you promote to nation so you can help even more people. And when you get this message, folks, it's not about you. It's about the other people. It relieves all that responsibility that may hold you back, because give what you have to give, because you were sent here with a purpose, and you have an awesome responsibility to share this message with everyone you can touch. Thank you, Miss Rebecca West. I love and appreciate you.
I love you too, Rita. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
Well, thank you all for listening, and look forward to sharing more trainers and more information in the future. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you.
There are no guarantees regarding income, and the success or failure of each independent consultant, like any other business, depends on each independent consultant's own skills and personal effort. You should not rely on the results of other consultants as an indication of what you should expect to earn. Arbonne is a product-driven company that strongly encourages consumers to use its products before attempting to build a business. Arbonne publishes a summary of average quarterly compensation that are paid to Arbonne independent consultants. This information is updated annually and can be viewed online at www.arbonne.com/company/ICCS.ASP.